Live on board the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Who's this guy right here? Give me 5, man. You're on live. Say hi to everybody. Hi. And doesn't seem too excited, man. John Lopez. This is John Lopez from Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Do I have that right, or did we change the name on that?
We did. We changed it to Efficient Incorporated now.
Really? Fishing Incorporated. I like it. Fishing or efficient?
Efficient.
Oh, okay. Today it's fishing.
Today it's fishing.
Hey, John, what's the phone number? If anybody out there, before I get going on the morning briefing, needs help with their heating and or air conditioning.
You can reach us at 626-901-4822. Or you can call me directly at 626-806-8891.
Beautiful. All right, I'm going to do the morning briefing with your permission.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, it's good to be with you all. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it. When you do that, also subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tick that filthy, rotten little bell, and you'll be notified when there's new content. You can follow us over there on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. All right, it's going to be kind of oh, wait a minute. Z Custom Rods. I get a buck every time I say it. That's a buck. Z Custom Rods. Chuck Zimmer. Z Custom Rods. Man, I got to make my money here. Hey, you know what, everybody? I'm going to skip the morning briefing today, and I'm going to repeat Z Custom Rods 400 times. How's that? Hey, the Bluefin, he's giving me his wallet, man. Hey, the bluefin tuna, wait a minute. Let's go to Mexico. We'll start in Ensenada. And down there in Ensenada, we're seeing flurries of barracuda and yellowtail. It lacks consistency, but it's pretty good. It's starting to come on. A few more calico bass, but the staple down there has definitely been rockfish, lingcod, nice reds. That fishing's been really good. But you do have those spurts of good surface fishing down there as they move closer to their season. And no bluefin within 1 day range of there quite yet. Most of that bluefin is back behind San Clemente Island, starting to push out west toward San Nicolas Island. But there is the possibility of a bluefin or two because we're starting to see it spread out. So we'll keep our eyes down there south of the border. Independence on a long range trip. Tremendous fishing. They had yellowfin tuna on their 8-day trip down below. And then Brian Pfeiffer, their great captain, came up into the bluefin tuna zone. They had spectacular bluefin tuna fishing last night or the night before. It was really, really good. So excellent fishing going on there. Bluefin tuna, well, we just got back from a 2.5-day trip on the Apollo. We got to see it firsthand. In fact, the guy behind the camera here had, well, it was 195. I'm calling it 200 pounds. He had a 200-pound bluefin tuna. What's a little cheating here to make Anthony feel good? It was a spectacular fish. And to be perfectly candid with you all, we saw a lot of that. Maybe not 200, but everything pretty much over 50. A lot of 70, 80s, 100s, 150s, biting at night. Really excellent fishing. Smaller profile jigs have been working really, really well. The tungsten jigs have been good. The Daiwa SKs have been spectacular. Of course, West Coast jiggers, we had John Garma on there, and he had great success with their smaller profile jigs. Now, having said that, Anthony caught his fish on one of the larger, kind of like a rip roller type of jig. We saw those working also. So those two schools of thought. One saying, you can get anything in front of those dumb fish and they'll bite it. And the other school of thought is, no, you got to have the right jig and match the hatch. And I'll leave that to your discretion. Great fishing. Talked to Max Nui last night. He had awesome fishing also. Little Bobby McDonough, who was on our Island Spirit trip not all that long ago. Remember, I was tapping his rod from behind and driving him crazy. Bobby had his first bluefin tuna on board the Excalibur, caught it all by himself. Really fantastic fishing. Bobby, we love you. Way to go. All right, let's talk a little bit about what's going on our islands. We'll start at the Coronado Islands. Flurries of yellowtail. I think the San Diego had 6 yellowtail yesterday. No big scores really, but kind of picking at the yellows. Those big bonito are rolling around there. A few more calico bass. We'll get you up to, oh man, I'm getting catcalled during my show here. What's going on here? Get you up to San Clemente Island, some bass, rockfish, occasional halibut up there at Catalina Island. We're going to be able to tell you more about Catalina Island in about 2 hours because we're going on this very special John Lopez trip to Cat. And of course, we'll have a great video for you at the end of it all. We've been seeing more calico bass, a few barracuda. You got a chance at a yellowtail or a white sea bass. You got good rock fishing. You should go home with a nice sack of fish. Now, Nick Ramirez, who's a fantastic Friedman Adventures family member, was on board the Pursuit yesterday. Nick, keep doing your thing. He was out there. He had 2 halibut. Nick said choosing a good hot bait made all the difference in the world, and he was fishing 15-pound and really had great success with that. They caught a few barracuda, bonita bass. It was a great day on the Pursuit over there at Catalina Island. We're anticipating a similar kind of day today. Get you up to San Nicolas Island, and man, that halibut bite, spectacular. Guys are catching anywhere from maybe 6 to a dozen nice halibut. We saw it on our Apollo 2.5-day trip. We went in there and had close to 20 fish, and there isn't anything you have to measure, at least from what we saw. It was all great, big quality fish. Really great halibut fishing going on there at Nick. And then get you up further in the Channel Islands. Great sea bass fishing. Endeavor. I mean, Tucker McCombs has rolled off so many days in a row with limits of white sea bass. It's been incredible. You want to ride this boat to Catalina Island? www.longbeachsportfishing.org, and the Island Spirit at your service up there in the Channel Islands. You can join Captain Daniel Hadaway, our dear friend, by calling 805-676-3474. You can go to venturasportfishing.com. Monterey, Avila Beach, Morro Bay, great rock fishing. Up there in San Francisco, lovely Martha sport fishing with really good striper fishing and halibut. Also along the Southern California coast, a lot of sculpin and rockfish. We're trying to transition into more of a springtime, summertime bite, but the water's been slow to warm this year. We came out of a La Nina, colder water. Now we're kind of neutral in terms of our oceanography. So it's taken a little while, but there's a little barracuda here and there, and then the occasional bite on the bonito. There's more calico bass down there around Dana Point, tons of short fish. At Catalina, we're going to see a lot of calico bass, so that's trying to come on also. But there is that sculpin and rockfish, a lot of that going on. And the Southern California surf, man, what a tournament that was, the Redondo Beach Rod and Gun Club. I might get a buck out of this, so I'm going to mention that one more time again. Chuck Zimmer is here, the president, and it was fun. We're seeing spot fin croaker down there around Anderson and Pacific Coast Highway. We're seeing more and more yellowfin croaker, and then you get just terribly slow days sometimes. More and more perch. Jeff Perea was out yesterday. He had a whole bunch of perch and some short halibut, so we're seeing some of that. And don't forget big fish bait and tackle on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway. They've got all your surf fishing needs, and they'll cover it all for you also. All right, Z Custom Rods, Z Custom Rods, Z Custom Rods. Hey, have a great one. We're off to Catalina Island with a bunch of great people here. Can't wait to do it. Thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you really, really soon.